So we know throughout history and scripture, everything happens at certain days and times. And it's coming to the end of summer. Every fall, I always experience a spiritual harvest. So I will embody something like one fall. For 3 days, it was just incredible wisdom and perception. And then, that's a heavenly treasure. It's moving on. But before we get that harvest, we're kind of put to, people like to say tests, but it's a review. So at this time, we'll start getting experiences that remind us of other similar experiences, and maybe we respond differently, and we can say, wow, we have grown. We're reflecting on the seeds we've sown, how we've managed our crops, our spiritual development, and the fruit thereof, and what do we do with this fruit. Another aspect that I come up into experiencing is what I call the gatekeepers. I remember when I was very young, I was on the edge of sleep, and like they were these faces that were accusatory. Oh, you're a whiny baby, you're this, you're that. And just something in me is just very sort like, no, I am not. I said that to this person for this reason. And so basically I defended myself, and I didn't cringe or self-question, self-doubt in the face of these accusations. And then my experience changed. So what a lot of people call this time is 8-8 Lions Gate. So it's kind of like when you're coming into a major metropolitan area on the interstate, and it's where other interstates will join up, meet up with that interstate. And then you also have the local state highways, the county highways, the main streets for this major metropolitan area. So it's a bunch of on and off ramps, and traffic just moves very fluidly into the direction that it's going for another place. And so a lot of people call it a portal, and whatever your potential is the portal that you're going to move through. There was something else there that wanted to be said, but so anyways, you have to face the gatekeepers. For example, today it was funny because I just got done explaining this to somebody else. The other thing was, that's where the Mandela effect often comes from, is because we have people in parallel realities in space-time continuums that their potential is now in alignment with ours, so they come into our reality, and our reality's history is just a little bit different than theirs has been, and it can be vice versa. But I had just gotten done explaining all this to somebody, and gatekeeper kept pop. I'm like, oh yeah, this would be the time that I would face a gatekeeper. Like, my next higher potential, am I ready for it? It's going to be tested. And sure enough, it came. Like, somebody wants to talk to me first before they make a decision, and they don't know. Their decision has nothing to do with me. They're at war inside. They don't like family members, but they feel obligated to go spend time with them, but they don't really want to entrust anybody else because they're insecure about their own decisions, because in the past, when they trusted somebody with their stuff, they didn't treat it appropriately, and so they're dealing with a crap load. So I was like, when you decide, just leave me instructions, I can take care of it. There's no reason to doubt me. I have proof. She can call where I just came from. Over a year there, not a single problem, not a single issue, not a single mistreatment of the property. Offered assistance uncalled for. That was appreciated. Complete respect. I was not asked to pay rent, but I did because I knew that their electric bill went up, and I had enough to do that. So I'm going to show that respect for their resources. And so they know that's where I came from. That's why I'm here. So none of their issues, none of their hesitancies, none of their basis for making that decision has anything to do with me. And then my kitten goes outside every day, and she lives up to her name. What impressed me about this kitten was she's just content. So I looked up baby names for contentment, and the one that came up was Rida, and it's an Arabic name, and you roll the R and it sounds like a purr, and she gets all excited when she hears her name. So my cat is as content as can be. My dog loves her. They play, looks out for her. The cat imitates my dog. It blew my mind how well they took to each other. I was not expecting it to go this well. So we're all happy. We're all good with our experience, but her kitten is suffering and so lonely and needs a kitty play date, and but she can't take the kitten with her, and the kitten is just gonna feel so neglected if they leave it behind. And then the dog, like, this has nothing to do with me. I'm a responsible adult. If any animals are gonna be neglected in me taking time out of my life to take care of hers, it's my animals that are going to be feeling the neglect. And so she's like, oh, your kitten's outside. Oh, so much could happen to it. Bobcat can come get it. I'm like, her dogs don't even let deer in the yard. They're not going to let a bobcat around. Like, oh, she recently lost a chicken. Yeah, I know. And the dogs went after and injured whatever it was that took that chicken, because I heard the incident. Nothing's going to come back in this yard twice. It's just not going to happen. But maybe that thing did. I don't know, because I heard another ruckus the other day that sounded similar. But my dog checks after my cat. My cat doesn't go without, out of sight of the door, because she darts in here anytime anything scares her. And just because she gets spastic and runs in and out and does the cat zoomy thing. But just to sit there. Oh, and a bobcat could take my dog too. She's terrorizing me, because my situation, we got cats from the same litter. They're sisters. And we're just fine. We're emotionally content. We're feeling safe in our environment. All our needs are met. We're happy. And she's not. So now she has to give me all the reasons to fear. And that, well, her dogs, they can't be inside all the time. Like, I wouldn't lock her dogs inside. Well, her dogs have to be fed inside, or the chickens will eat all that. I know this. So none of this really has anything to do with me. And this is the first time in my life that I'm not exhibiting self-doubt. I have zero tolerance for this. I was brought in to 10 chickens and goats. There are no goats. And can't let the chickens out before 10 a.m. because that disturbs her sleep. I was not brought in to babysit her child, which I was called over there last minute. 9:25. Can you watch from 9:30? Blah, blah, blah. I'm over. I'm like, okay, what's the crisis? Yeah, I can watch. That's not a problem. Oh no, he doesn't want to go. Oh well, this is. I did not sign up to be an emotional punching bag. I did not sign up to be a babysitter. I was signed up to be part of a community, but there is no community deciding of anything. It's all her way, which she is not clear. But I know this. For the first time in my life, the gatekeeper throwing that stuff at me, I see it exactly for what it is. None of it has anything to do with me. So, that is what a gatekeeper experience looks like. And I would give another example, but my own one is the only one that I know for sure. And I'm not dealing with an unusual person. It's a spirit. It's the spirits of the air. It is not this person. And in an hour or two, she's going to forget about all of it. It's the spirit talking through her. And so I give that up. All that aggravation. I'm just lifted up. And I express appreciation. Thank you. Thank you for turning me into this person who knows what's hers, what's theirs, and what is not. Thank you for the courage. Thank you for the strength. Help me be strong. Because usually when I decide not to take any shit from anybody, I'm the one who gets moved out the door. But I'm not feeling any fear. And what I'm doing now, you see, I'm feeling through me. Like, is there any self-doubt? Am I fearing this? Like, just the smell of my normal fear, the response to my standing up for myself before would have had a horrible impact. And I'm smelling what that experience was like. But a lot of times when I smell what was familiar, it means it's because the last time I'm going to have to feel it. This is the last incident where this is going to happen. I was allowed to have my own place before, my own space, my own home, my own property. And so now I was moved out of that just because it was in the desert, that was polluted, too toxic for human habitation. So the government couldn't sell it. It's right next to a military base where they could conveniently experiment on us the unwanteds of society, and I was surrounded by human traffickers, demonic human sacrificers, and drug trafficking. So I had grown, I had established, I gained what it felt like to have the experience of being a homeowner who could not be moved, whose rights were respected, whose boundaries were respected, out of that crappy environment into one that, by society's standards, it's all the same things going on, but there's a pretense of civilization around me. There are people go to schools, people go to jobs, everything else is happening underneath the surface. Whereas back there in Southern California, it was just all out in your face. They didn't hide it. They did, until they got familiar with you, and then it's like, oh, this is what we're doing, this is what we're about, and things slip, and they feel safe. They're not ashamed. They get away with it. So, but here they know that it's not going to be socially accepted. So that's all on the underground. So they have to at least put up a pretense of being decent human beings. So, gatekeeper experience. You might be having one. You might have one coming up. That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. That's what you go through. Familiar experiences. Completely different reaction. Or you have the same reaction and you have to go back. Your off-ramp, your portal, will be back into a repeat of what you normally experience. And hopefully you don't have to go through more suffering if you understand the process. It's like a spiral. All your experiences are going to keep coming back to you until you accept them, resolve them, draw absolutely everything you can learn out of them. Perceptions, understandings, why people respond this way to you, why you respond this way to people, what created that experience, how responsible are we, but could we even help it? Did we have different, coping tools? Did we have the belief systems? Did we have the support system? Compassion? Whatever arises, love that. Why do I believe I have to feel that way about this event, about these circumstances? Does it serve me? Is it serving somebody else? And is it serving our highest interest at this point? And if the answer is no, find a way to let go of it. That's the process that I use. And of course, prayer and the enlightening of our awareness on our issues, where we've been fooling ourselves, what we haven't noticed, given to us by our Creator. Because as scripture, you read all the prayers and the experiences, read me, go through me, show me, tell me what in me is preventing me from living in alignment with your Torah, with your will, and with what's best for me, what's best for my community. Like the word shalom, it just doesn't mean peace. From the definition I was given, it means to be in right relationship with God, to be in right relationship with your well-being, to be in right relationship with your resources, to be in right relationship with your community. It's just right relationship all around with everything. And that's what shalom means. The whole peace. Peace. At every level, to every degree. And hopefully that's what you get out of your gatekeeper experience. Shalom.